Slow mid fights don't. Yeah, go ahead. Too. I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing, right? When it comes to playing the mid fight, you want to be out and aggressive and try to kill as many people as quickly as possible. And it has to be as quickly as possible. If you play on ramp, you kind of give that space for them to walk in and get something done, which is really bad for your team. If you guys walk in and all die, you kind of have to go in for their medic, go in for any sort of picks you can possibly get, but unfortunately, it's all really kind of dependent on the speed. So just try to play
Go
your
to the
life.
holy door. Go to the holy door.
Try to play your life, but at the same time, just respect the fact that if you need to walk in,
Which one?
you should probably walk in.
Get
Just
the
try not to stay shuttered. Try not to stay ramped. Try not to play not play crates, but just try not to stay crates.
Just to add further on what Tuka is saying, the whole point of the mid fight is to try to beat them to space because there's so many different choke points, like little spots on this map where you can just like spam and they'll just get shut out completely. You're essentially trying to beat them to
Neo needs to stop hovering over the shutter because both demos are dead, but you guys can still try to fight this. Heavy's over by crates. There needs to be a focus call, and you guys have lost the mid fight, so now you guys can. Actually, no. This mid fight's won. You guys have the space.
Yeah. No, but it comes down to space, taking space as fast as possible, and slow mid fights are just like way harder and too impractical to do.
Yeah, it also is just not really good because if they recognize that it's going to be a slow mid fight, they're going to take their time.
There is a way to play it, like, so where if they recognize it, they'll just hard counter it, and you.
Also, I do like what you guys are doing when it comes to catching up that soldier. Unfortunately, your heavy does die, so you're not going to be able to have this toxic pressure. You're not going to be able to have somebody on crates for a little bit. But I mean, you guys have ramp control. You guys have a lot of space, so even though the heavy's dead. Just everybody live on ramp. Okay, that's good. You guys concede ramp, but that's all right. Snipers through shutter, so you guys just want to call that out. You guys don't want to take this fight. You guys take an Uber exchange. This should just be on a solo pyro demo. Nobody else should be peeking right now. You guys end up taking the space. You guys are down 2 though, so you need to play passive and wait for them to walk in. Soldier bombs in, gets nothing. Good reflex. You guys do lose a bit of roof and your medic's low. I'd back up right now. You guys are down 4, which is what you guys do. You guys just need to go in for a pick in this case. If not, then you just leaving is fine. But your med unfortunately dies because of that.
Dipperino, are you using a microwave?
That guy's got like a nice microwave.
He's having a hot pocket right now. Let him cook.
So your demo dies. That's kind of unfortunate, but you guys just have space. Your demo's up in a second, so they're all peeking shutter. I really don't.
Yeah, we get fucked for this.
Nobody dies though, except for your heavy.
And
oh, you guys are kind of feeding now.
And
yeah, I really want your heavy to kind of exclusively play shutter.
Yeah,
Peeking bat is fine when the team is there, but there was no like pressure. There was no call to pressure. They were playing aggressive, so playing bats just kind of concedes this area to them.
Yeah,
you guys do have evens though.
Yeah, Tuka, I was playing stairs and their heavy peeked the door at the same time, so I got fucked.
I really do not like what Neo is doing. This guy does not need to be in for an Uber exchange, and because of the amount of damage he took, he's out of the fight.
Yeah, at least
good pick on their medic though. Hopefully? Yeah, no. You guys got it. Alright, cool. Your heavy and demo are peeking up here. Your heavy has the right idea. I don't know why your demo...
Yeah.
Your demo should be in. He's kind of baiting you.
You know what happened here? Daisy's told me multiple times, or rather, Percy. Percy was like 10 HP, and Daisy's took the pack.
Very smart Daisy's gameplay.
Like, this is just kind of weird though, because you guys have massive ad. There's nobody. Yeah. There's no space being taken though, and you guys lose your medic. Like, where was the ramp pressure? There was nobody ramp. Where was the shutter pressure? Where was the bats pressure? It was called that you guys would be going in for a post fight, but the post fight never happened. You guys end up getting their demo, but your sniper dies for it. And your heavy's out in the open. He could get sniped right now. Good picks though. Your demo chooses the peek shutter, your heavy peeks bat. Like, this is what I wanted to see a lot of the time. But now your demo's low. You guys have no. Why is your med playing on crates? Why was your demo playing crates? Why was your? I mean, I get why your heavy was hitting fans, but you guys just
It
need to
should be
swing out at
mirrored.
the same time.
It should be, yeah, no, it should be. I feel like it should be mirrored too. I personally don't like going out of shutter on demo, but
Well, no, I mean sometimes that's absolutely
yeah,
necessary.
I mean that's
Like
absolutely
you were
necessary.
doing-
But if I'm taking a dry, I'm going bats because I like the angle from there a little more. But
Well, yeah,
it's
but at the
fine. I mean,
same
it's
time,
fine.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
fine.
if you
Yeah, it's
wanna,
fine.
if you wanna peek shutter, that's one thing. If you wanna peek bats, that's another. You just gotta communicate that with your heavy.
Yeah,
Good reflex by your pyro. Nobody
Yeah.
should be in right now.
Yeah, I sacked myself,
you guys
but so I can
have-
deny that.
No, this is fine. I like this. And you guys lose one for a bit of time. Who was
Yeah,
that?
ours.
It was a it was a
connected and we pause.
That's kind of really bad. You guys have slight disad, but you guys are playing this post-fight well. I'd much rather want your heavy on Toxic instead of on this wall right here, though.
It's gonna be like a 3-4 minute pause, so just speed up through it.
What I'll say is that because I was actually in the game, as you can see, I'm on NG there. You need to call your holds. You gotta say what you're trying to do. If you're playing passive, say, okay, we're holding passive. Play, or if we're holding aggressive, say, okay, play on point. It's a little more like it helps. It helps make sure everyone's on the same page. Because half the
Also-
time I wasn't even sure what you guys were doing. So
That's the thing.
Yo,
too. You
Daisies,
guys
are you also recording this or no?
Yippee.
like this fight is kind of like a bit lost right now until you guys kill somebody because they're just gonna peek your players out as soon as the sniper starts scoping in. Pause should end right here sometime. I saw the right.
I mean, also outside of that, there's also you need to call resets and whatnot. But that's like
Yeah, you
it'll
pause the recording. Yep, it's gonna play soon.
Okay.
You can show it to me if you want. I'm not doing anything right now.
Like yeah, right now you guys lost players. You lost your demo. This is tough. You kind of have your heavy playing Toxic or leave. And you guys still sit ramp. You guys play very close to the ramp as well. Their soldier bombs in. Nobody's able to deny him. Like this is what I don't want to see. Like they have ad, massive ad, and you guys lose your sniper too. This is really bad.
Yeah, they have Uber.
Yeah, they're just gonna use into y'all. Granted, it only is a sniper on point, so your scout might be able to get something done. NG's now here. Yeah, this is just unfortunate.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go on a spiel on why I don't like playing close to the ramp the way that you guys were doing it. Long story short, visibility. You have everybody sitting on top of this wall. You have you have pretty much like a 90-degree vision on the point. Not if that. I'd argue like 90 degrees starting from like here all the way to here. And this goes straight up. There's no visibility over the roof. So any single bombs that go over, you guys are not really prepared for it. And if you are looking for that while you're holding this, you're kind of just letting them bomb in. That's why it's important to have a heavy by Toxic. That's why it's important to have, if anything, like a pyro standing over here just being ready to air blast people. There needs to be some spot. There needs to be somebody watching the point from this angle. That's why heavy's important by Toxic. But there also needs to be some conceded effort to leave because you guys are down demo. You guys were down 4. If you lose a lot of your key players, like heavy, like demo, like sniper, you should consider backing out of ramp and playing shutter for a post fight. Instead, what happened was that your heavy died, and then your sniper peeked shutter, and then he died, which is more on your sniper too, because he should not be peeking there. He needs to wait for your team to get something done.
Also, something else to note is that there's literally if as an enemy like main caller, right? If I know that their team is playing ramp like you guys are, I'm sending my sniper our ramp. You guys cannot peek now. There's a whole ass angle where if you play ramp, there's a perfect angle that will make sure you lose every single fight you take. Don't play ramp because there's the sniper angle. Like,
Better yet, there's actually an ability for the sniper to just go on toxic and then win the fight.
yeah, that's true as well. It's much better to play out so you can deny the choke points and deny the space properly. Because if you meet them at the chokes, like Shutter, if you meet them at like, you know, ramp and like whatever ramp is, where Bats is, like you will win every single fight. Because they're having to walk into a small split, you know, you're just concentrating your fire into one small place instead of giving them the opportunity to walk out and spread out a little. You know?
One thing that I did like seeing though was even though you guys all died, your medic still lived and you guys have Uberat now. What I don't like is everybody peeking one after another. Like, this is a terrible, terrible sack. Not a sack call. The sack call is fine. What is your medic doing? I don't like this at all. You need to wait for your demo if you want to push. Okay, you kill people, Look for people to kill right now. That's the only thing that you can get with this Uber. And your scout is... Well, okay, you guys got a couple of picks. They don't have Uber. I mean, okay. That just sort of vindicates why you should do that more, which you shouldn't.
I mean, honestly, if there was a reset call there, it would have all worked out.
Why was your demo there?
Yeah, and then no one walked with him.
Like, Daisies, you just gotta relax and, you know, just...
You don't ever need to peek Shutter on that, like,
Yeah.
generally speaking.
You guys are getting good picks, though, but you guys are also kind of losing a lot of players before this fight. You need to back up and play Toxic. You guys don't even have a medic. Hell, I'd back up right now. You have no players. You have to concede the point. And your Heavy's dead because he didn't run away in time.
I couldn't back up. I got killed by the spy.
Nah, bro. You guys just did not leave. You guys probably could have dealt with the spy together, but your Heavy was sitting here just kind of picking his nose. And then your Pyro was just getting stabbed.
Mm.
I was out.
Like, there's just a lot of, like, inattention to what to do. Also, where is the Heavy? Oh, I know. He was dead because this just was free for them. So now you guys have no demo. Even though they're down a demo, they're down a Heavy, they still have space. You guys are getting some sort of ramp control. A little bit. Maybe? Nope. I don't know why your engineer left that. And your Heavy is peeking Bats. So he's losing any and all crit heals that he could have had. Dropping down with half health. Shooting so the Heavy knows he's here. Yeah, no, this is like textbook what you should not do. And look, they're just gonna peek Shutter because your demo's not ready. And you guys take the Uber. They play back because you got forced by a solo Heavy. Good bomb in from your soldier though. Your demo dies for it though. And they're in your Shutter just kind of dealing with you, but you guys kite it really well. You guys lose your NG. So
Eureka.
Sniper's called ramp. Going Shutter. Going back out on the point. Now they're just holding aggressive and Shutter. Your Heavy is still half health trying to peek Bats. Like, no. I don't like this. I really don't. And you guys also lose your demo. You guys do get their sniper though, but they're having able to peek for free. I don't like any of this, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to go the exact same way. So I'm gonna go through a step-by-step on how to push this. First, Heavy stands here with Sniper sometimes. Sniper can also play Bats. Sniper can also play Ramp. We'll get to that in a second. Heavy needs to sit Shutter. Engineer and Soldier should consider going over on Ramp unless the Soldier's called for a bomb, in which case it's going to either be a bomb or a 7-man, with your Medic leaving with your Engineer. Your Demo, Pyro, and Scout should probably be playing Bats. Scout can also rotate over to Ramp if need be. Your Sniper, like I said, can peek Shutter. he could peek bats, he could peek ramp. What's important is that you guys are all peeking at the exact same time and from different places. What I don't like is that your heavy is peeking the same angle that your demo is. And oftentimes, he's half health. And that's just going to remove heals from your demo. Your heavy needs to play more preserved life, just opening the shutter, checking if there's any sticky there, and then as soon as the demo's ready to fight, there's people on ramp ready to peek with the demo drops off bats, people walk out ramp, and your heavy finally exits out shutter. That's how it should be. You know, maybe there could be a variety with the timing, but usually you want that to be the exact same way. With bats first, ramp first, shutter. Ramp first, then bats first, then ramp, then shutter. Sorry. But
It's
another thing too, you guys are kind of just feeding in one by one. There's no conceded call to back up, wait, and then you guys can try to go for an idea. Like, there's just nothing. I'm seeing no coordination at all. It's just, hey, what's best for me, instead of, hey, what's best for my team. Because at the same time that your demo's trying to jump off, demo needs to spam off roof, scout needs to spam off the roof, soldier and NG need to clear out ramp, your heavy needs to clear stickies from shutter and anybody toxic with the help from the ramp players. People need to look out for where sniper is, your spy needs to call uber percentages, players' positions, and all that sort of stuff. So, you guys need to go by the checklist. You guys need to go, hey, what am I going to be doing in this certain case scenario? Alright, I'm going to be going ahead, I'm just going to clear off roof, I'm going to help my demo there, and then I'm going to start pushing. Cool. And also, here's another thing, on bats, and I mean on bats, exclusively. Let me show you something cool. This is visible. If you're sitting on bats, make a conceded effort to look under here for spies or anybody weird. You guys lose your sniper, your heavy's walking back in.
also, I'd like to add something to what Tuka said as well. It's fine to take like the extra 5 seconds to just make sure everyone's going to be doing the same thing. Like, as a main caller, as like any of the players, right? There's very, very few advantages you can lose in 5 seconds. Just take the time, make sure it's clear who's doing what, and then go in.
Also, let's just talk about where people push. Heavy can push off bats. I'd much rather it be, you know, during an Uber exchange. Because that's the only time that a heavy can really do something like that. If it's during a dry fight, you're walking with your demo on bats, you're just not really doing enough. What I'd rather my heavy do is just to sit on toxic from shutter and then choose to walk up as soon as they concede space. That's how it should always be for heavy. If your heavy is playing crates like this, it's not really that good unless he has a purpose for why he's doing that, or unless he's already down here.
Also, if you have both your heavy and your demo walking through the same choke, they're both going to be eating the same damage too.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. But I mean in the sense that like, it's not even a question of split fire. It's a question of like, just the actual fight. You're having to shoot 3 different things. They're having to shoot one thing. Like, it's of course they're gonna win.
This was a good mid-fight, by the way. You guys did concede a little bit of ground once you lost your heavy and demo, but your soldier was able to get the medic pick. They panicked, they left. So, really good. This is a sack. I really like that you guys are playing roof. Unfortunate that you guys forced. That's unfortunate. This heavy should not be here during the sack. He should instead be playing by toxic. Like, your heavy's kind of doing nothing here. And now he's going to go under and do nothing as well. And I'm not trying to make fun of Neo, but like, I'm saying this because there's quite literally no practicality for what he's doing.
Playing crazy.
Yeah, he didn't even see the soldier bombing over. Like, he was too preoccupied holding out his sandwich. Like, that's not good. Like, he's still unaware, and now you're... Oh my god.
That guy's cooking.
That's also on your roof players, by the way. I don't know where your scout was. I don't know where your pyro was. But... that's not exclusively on your heavy, and I'm not going to make that an issue with Neo. But like, fuck, dude. Like, you're peeking without a buff, and you're peeking when you're the only person on point. Like, that's not good.
Also, something else to note is that the playing crates there, the way Neo was playing, that's a sniper sideline. From bats. Like, don't play there. It's literally a sniper sideline.
What Neo is doing is fine now. Because he has
here
the same...
here it's fine. Here it's fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But I meant like when he was playing crates like earlier and then tried to go under.
And I don't know why your demo wasn't peeking when your heavy was in. That was kind of a bait from your demo. But it was probably because everybody decided to drop down and play under point. Like, I would just sit on bats for a little bit. Remember, the checklist. Clear off roof, check if anybody's on the point, walk fans. You don't need to drop down immediately, just walk fans. And you're... oh my fucking god. Damn. Is your demo gonna... okay. Okay. Alright, so now the heavies drop down from crates. Your spy called it, you see the tracers. Your pyro now sees it as well. This needs to be called. D with the heavy. Your sniper, your demo unfortunately dies due to a sniper on bats. This is where heavy plays toxic and not the wall that we talked about. He plays the wall that we not played. He plays the wall that we told him not to talk about. Or not to... fuck. I'm getting my own words mixed.
He just needs to play like forward and not behind.
There we go. There. I like this. Your medic can play over by death wall. Your heavy just needs to play over by toxic for a little bit. This is fine because there's nobody here to stop people from walking in. Your demo unfortunately dies due to a spy behind, which your pyro, I'm assuming, catches. Yes, good. Again, your heavy needs to be playing over by toxic. Do not chase him. Let your scout do that. Walk on point. And you're playing the wall that we told not to play on. Alright. You guys do clear out the spy. That's fine. Get on toxic. Get on toxic. Alright, their med's dead. Take an Uber. Alright, that's fine. Your heavy can eat, by the way. He doesn't need to be a part of this Uber. Yeah, eat. 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 It's way too late now. Alright. I mean, what can I say? I mean, just eat in that instance. You're not really pushing
Have
it for
a lunch break. Have a lunch break.
Yeah. Well, no, it's mostly because you don't want to take heals away from your medic.
No,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a funny way to say it. The play on point here is fine, actually. I'm elected Ubers.
No, it was pretty fine. I don't.
Yeah,
know
no, this
where
is fine. Yeah, this is completely fine. Just
Where-
daisies. Be careful with the sightline there. You're peeking their sniper a lot. They're on
You guys
bats,
have
just
a bit
be
of
careful.
ad as well. You guys can have your heavy playing over by toxic. Wait for them to peek down. You don't need to be this aggressive.
Yeah, relax.
Yeah, like your heavy's gonna eat it, but I mean they kind of just don't.
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I mean the big thing I would have to say on that point, they're just like just watch your peaks there, daisies. You can shoot bats without ever peeking bats.
Well,
like-
that's the thing too. You can be aggressive, or you can play standard without having to walk forward on
Yeah,
defense.
that's
Offense. Like
yeah.
it's one of those maps where you can easily do that for free, which I think is pretty cool. This is a free mid fight as long as your demo doesn't die. Good.
Oh my goodness.
Be with this soldier now. This is
Eureka
good.
bomb, actually.
No,
Oh,
this is
genius.
perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Like,
this is
you're-
literally that's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
No, don't back up. Oh no.
It
Alright, now
was
you have-
perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah, you guys lost too many players. I didn't even see how you lost. Yeah, how did you guys lose that? Like, who died? The fuck? Like, why die? Why? What? How?
That's why.
You guys have ad. This should be an immediate exchange. Your heavy does not get the memo. Kill the demo. Do not go for sauce, buddy. Kill the
Oh
demo.
my goodness.
And your heavy. Oh, that's just unfortunate though. Nobody called the sniper. Your sniper dies. This is just gonna be a free recollapse from their team. I don't.
I'm just as confused, bro. Don't worry.
Dude, I was also lost during this match. I'm like, guys, what are we doing?
In the what? Okay. All right.
Their sniper was peeking, and our medic was too fearful to even.
So your pyro doesn't look forward. I'm just gonna let that hang because if anybody has an answer for that, I'm dying to hear it.
Oh, Vinny, if you want, you can just shoot flames so the sniper can't see shit.
You,
If you want to like make him have like cancer or something, just like shoot flames.
Not a bad idea. It would be better than letting them shoot your pyro like that. I don't it's just that's all right. Your demo has the right idea though. You guys go for a bomb. Nobody shoots your soldier. Weird. And you guys kill their heavy. This is fine. Your medic dies for it, but you guys can get cap. You guys can get and there. Here we go. All right. Well,
Their spy's a god. I'm sorry.
I don't think it was just their spy because everybody else just did not walk up or there
No,
was
I know. No. I just saw myself get diffed on ramp.
And your
So-
sniper is unfortunately dead, and your demo's still spawning, your scout dies, your heavy's gonna peek this and he's gonna die, the sky is the sky is falling down, my dog ate my homework, my train car crashed while I was going to work, so I'm an hour late. Fuck, okay. Damn.
Train kid, 45.
No, your heavy just diffed Hagen. Fuck. I mean, okay, your heavy's doing his job. This is the ideal situation for when a heavy could play crates, because, I mean, nobody saw him walking down. This is fine, honestly. You guys got their medic. You guys end up getting their pyro, too. You just need to look out for a bomb and sniper, which nobody's looking up for.
And then, did you see how we sent our sniper ramp for the first time and we won the fight immediately? Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I don't think this fight is won yet until you guys cap. There we go.
Yeah, but I mean we pretty much.
Alright, now you guys are winning because you guys got their medic. This is fine. I like this.
Yeah.
You can afford to play a bit aggressive. Just make sure you're watching out for a bomb at this point. Heavy's on ramp. As soon as I see a heavy ramp, I know that they're going to be going for some shenanigans, so that's when I would start looking up. Alright, they know your crates. You can back up a little bit right now, though.
Do you guys know how to play anti-sac? You can just play anti-sac here.
Well, it's not so much anti-sac that I'm worried about. It's just the aggression that they're going to bring. Because you could play anti-sac, and they just walk in and take the space for free.
No, but I'm saying you play your pyro
This,
med
I like
anti-sac.
Why is my demo so far forward?
Your demo's far
That's
forward
the other way around. Why is your team so far back? Like, see? Where's everyone else? Where's everyone else?
I don't understand what happened on roof. I just saw all of the players on roof jump out as soon as the demo came there. And you're heavy. Like, I don't
know what happened there.
I don't know what to say about that. You guys got their med though. Really good from your soldier, but Poop Lord is down for the count for right now. Wait, and your demo's dead again. Like, where? Like, okay.
He got sticky trapped.
I know, but like this is the 5th time that he's died to random stuff. And now the heavy's here, they're all on bats. It's still called that they're all on bats, but your heavy clears up the demo. Alright, you guys can try to walk this. This is... Man, this is... Okay, now you have to walk this. Why is Neo eating? You guys have no space. Oh my god. Neo, I hope when you watch this, I'm not trying to make fun of you with anything I'm saying. But god damn, that was stupid. That was no, dude. You need to walk on point. It doesn't matter how much health you have.
I think the biggest thing is that people get scared and or like, it's like they'll see something and then they'll just like disappear instead of staying. Like they don't. I feel like people feel like they need to sit like somewhere specific to have a hold. They can like and not sit in the open. You can hold while sitting in the open. Like
Yeah.
Literally, aggro hold on Ashville is literally just sitting in the open. Your sniper's toxic. Your heavy's boxes. Your demo's on point.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think that the heavy should be playing crates unless they're going for a re-aggression.
Yeah, no, but my point being that like you can play out. Like playing out is completely. You can sitting out is completely fine. Like you don't need to hide behind stuff too. You know.
I think that the way that you guys need to do it is you guys need to go off of checklists on what you guys need to be doing, regardless of whether you're pushing or holding. you also just have to have a plan, which I didn't really see. Like I saw people randomly die for no reason because they thought that they could win the game. Like, do you honestly think that you're gonna win the game doing the plays that you guys did all by yourself? No, that's not gonna happen. You guys need to play together.
Y'all
And
ever see? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
there's just so much that I didn't like seeing. I just didn't like seeing when people would randomly die, which is unfortunate, but I mean, if it happens for the 5th time in a row, there has to be some sort of change. Like there needs to be some sort of like calm period where you're just like zen. You're just like, okay, I am realigning my chakras. I need to meditate for a bit. I need to calm my mind so I can focus on the game. Are my players buffed? Yes, they are. Let's walk forward and check for the traps. Is my spy calling stuff? Yes, he is. Let's avoid the people there. But
Yo,
yo, what up? Uh,
so-
but
Welcome.
I just I don't
Y'all,
I didn't
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tuka. I have a point in mind. Yeah, just go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just didn't like the things that I was seeing, and it's more individual than it is team coordination. But yeah, team coordination still needs to be worked on. Like that's just what I saw there was just you guys playing alone, and I want you guys to play as a team.
Mm.
Sorry, go ahead.
Y'all ever seen the video? There's this video, Grape Juice made called Line Theory. It is it's a pretty applicable in this condition. So on maps there are these essentially imaginary lines where like if you cross you blow up, and if you don't cross them you don't blow up. It
I'm still up
feels
here.
like
Wait.
it feels like you guys are not playing like you're not playing by those lines specifically. You're playing by like covers and whatnot, where it's like you could be playing much more aggressively and while being completely safe. And like
Why did you guys move the fucking cart?
like I can quick here.
Just
Let
let
me
it
pull
fall.
up. Let me pull up Asheville really quickly. I can literally show you a bunch of these like imaginary lines just to push my point that like you can play much farther out than you think you can without dying. Just 1 second. I'm loading up Asheville right now. Like they're like like I don't know. You have to just like be much more like what's the word for it? Like aware of what you can get away with, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. You have to understand. Like, yeah, I'll show you a bunch of these. Oh, it just
So,
dragged me back into my fucking pub.
so
Hold on.
our heavy is here. We could like try to show him a few snippets of what he needs to do.
I'm down. But again, that's for two. Yeah, that's at Tuka's discretion though. I don't play heavy, but yeah. Here,
Alright,
I'm just
so
gonna show. Yeah.
Neo dropped. Oh, there's no channel. There's no additional channel. There's general. All right. Neo, follow me. I have to tell you some deep shit.
All right.
all right.
I'll drag you to the general too if you like.
All right. Me? No. Keep me here. Keep me here. Okay. Firstly, this is an imaginary line right here. Like this right here, like this is like an angle right here. You can usually get away with like not peeking this and not taking damage. Another line here, like this. There's a line like this. I have to hold on. Let me see if I can like remember it. It's like this. There's like a line like this on point where you can get away with playing as aggressively as you want in this area, and like you won't die because you know you're not peeking that. There's an imaginary line here, like as Tuka said, right? If you play behind this imaginary line, you're sitting over here and you have no vision. If you're playing out here, you're fine. There's this imaginary line here where if you're playing too aggressive here, you're bound to get spammed out. If you're playing back here, you're a little better. Like, I don't know. You just have to know. You have to just like be observant of like map, like what they can see, right? It's not about where you're safe, it's about where they can't like get you, if that makes more sense. Like I can play here. Like I can play like here, for instance, on demo, and like completely safely, because I know like they can't get me. Or as heavy, I can sit here, I can sit here. Even though it's in the open, right? This is in the open, literally. But like I know I'm safe because they're like you know what they can't see isn't over like isn't doesn't cover that. just like look to play where they can see you rather than where you think you're safe, because you have to be able to deny space, and like if you're not like, and if you're seen, they're gonna shoot you. So play places where you're like not being looked, where you can't be looked at. I mean, that's why, for instance, like this spot works, or why playing on roof is so good. Because look, they can't see me. Even if I'm playing right here, they can't see me, and I can still walk up, deny them, and then walk back down, and they still can't see me. There's no good way to get active spam up there, and you're still technically in the open. You're not playing back here. Does it make sense what I'm saying here? That like you have to play much farther out, because there's the only class that can deny this, like this, like a scout playing here, is their demo. That's it. That's the only class that can deny that. And like, I mean, that's just the reality of the map. So there's not much you can do about that. But like, you can play out here in the open and be completely safe because they can't shoot you. You can play here in the open and they can't shoot you. You can play here or here in the open, they can't shoot you. You can even play here. If you want to, for example, for Soldier, this is a pretty good spot to play. You can even play at the barrel, like right here. Oh, I can't fucking do the jump, but there's literally a thing you can do on Soldier where you just play right here, and they can't do anything about it. I mean, because they have to peek that. They're not like, imagine this, right? There's demos gonna be right here or like right here. Like they don't know you're over there. Like you can get away with sitting here for a while, like right there. But it's just stuff like that where it's like you just have to know like where you're gonna get shot at and where you're not, and like play accordingly, i.e., as aggressively as possible without dying. I don't know how else to put it. It's just like a game sensey kind of thing. You just kind of know. I don't know how else to put it. Like another thing, right? Like going back to the imaginary lines. This you can count. This as you can count this as an imaginary line right here. That right there. You can count. As I've mentioned, that one right there. This one right here is a pretty big one on mids. Let me think of another. Let me see if there's another one here. Like I don't know. Just look at the geometry and look at like, where you can get hard spam or where you can't. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. Like I think on product it's a little more visible, but my point still applies. Like don't. Again, the only class that can shoot you without necessarily seeing you is like demo, right? Like, and I mean that's it though. So you can play pretty aggressively in spots where you're not gonna be seen, or at least not seen active, like passively. If you will still get walked into, and you should stay where you are. But like like you can get away with like playing like here, for instance. So if they're valley, you're not gonna get any spam here, but you can still play pretty far out. You can even peek this actually, but I don't know. Does it make sense what I'm saying, right? Like, please tell me, like, because I'm not sure personally if I'm getting across what I'm trying to say. But just let me know, please, because
I think it does. I mean, I have seen the video online.
yeah, no, just like I don't know, just like look at where you're gonna get shot at and just play like around that. Like that's just it. Like, don't be afraid of them walking into you. Just be afraid of walking into them. I guess is another way to put it. I guess because like you're trying to force them into walking into you. That's the you wouldn't there you gain massive advantage if you force them into you. So just like do that. Like if I'm on heavy, right? Like on this point, like I'm gonna be playing up here, for instance, and I'm gonna be trying to get them to peek me instead of trying to peek this or trying to play this. Like this is still pretty far out and this is still pretty aggressive. But like, it's much more like, I'm not peeking them, I'm not crossing this line, I'm not crossing this line. I'm chilling right here. Like I don't know. I'm sure if Toku was here, he'd be able to worded in a much more legible way. But I don't know. Just like don't be just try to make them walk into you instead of you walking into them, because you gain massive advantage when you do that. And I mean that's why that's why playing on point works on this map. You can play like again, you can play right here and it works perfectly fine. This is playing here is just as effective as like playing here or playing here. So shut capped, but you get my point. Yeah. I mean I don't have much else to add to that outside of just like make them walk into you. Like don't fear.